What's going on, guys? So for this week, I added a new system to allow for area of effect spells. So prior to this week, I only had certain spells like this, like Fireball, and different projectiles based on the element, which are one-handed spells. Um, this week, I made two-handed spells, and starting off, I made it so you could purchase these spells for orbs, which I showed last week. As you progress through the game, you'll be able to acquire more powerful spells based on these elemental orbs. So starting off, I made the spell Volatile Voltage, and it's 100 lightning orbs, let's just say for this example, and just to test that it works. So you bought it, it goes into your inventory, bought it again, and you can't buy it again because there's only 50. So let me just buy each one real quick. This is going to be Chilling Blast, and I already have them on my action bar just for the sake of time, but just to show you how this is working. And then 3 is Meteor Shower. So if I go here to my inventory and I use, it's going to say learn new skill. If I try to learn it again, it's going to say it's already been learned. And let me just learn Meteor Shower. Okay, so go into the spell book. I go into Fire, Meteor Shower's here. Lightning, Volatile Voltage, and Water is going to be Chilling Blast. So I'm actually really happy with how this came out. And let me run over to the enemies over here. So what I did was make... I'm going to save Meteor for last because I think that's the coolest. Actually, they're all pretty cool, but... Alright, so starting off, it's a two-handed spell, so let's say I'm equipping a sword and I equip the two-handed spell, which is slot 8. Both hands are going to be shown because it's a two-handed spell. Usually, or definitely the two-handed spell is going to be more powerful than the one-handed. Alright, so starting off, I made this as a projectile, but then an AOE effect on impact. So it hits the enemy, and then it sends like a shockwave and shocks all the enemies in the area, which is pretty awesome. Now they're coming to attack me. So that's the Volatile Voltage projectile into an AoE. Next we have Chilling Blast, and I made this circle or cast circle, so you know where it's going to be casting, and you hold down, and once it turns green, it's ready to go, and then you unleash it. And I also made this animation where it's kind of like instead of projectile, you're like casting. This one is kind of like a more powerful explosion type animation cast. Alright, so that's Chilling Blast. And then finally I made it so if it's a targetable spell, like if you're going to move it forward or back, I made it so you could move the circle. Left to right is based on the player's rotation, and forward is based on up and down. So let me see if I can round up some of these guys before I okay. Alright, so let me start off with the Frost Nova, or Chilling Blast as I call it here. So you slow all the enemies, and then Meteor's ready, and have all of them drop from the sky. So we're already at like 5 minutes here. So I won't go into how the whole system and everything's set up. That'll be another like 10 minutes. If you guys are interested to see that, then please leave a comment in the comments below, and I will make a separate video showing how I made the AOE system to work. But I'm really happy with how this has turned out. And let me see if I could it's so cool because you could shock them, freeze them, and then throw the meteor on them. So let me see if I can do all 3. Shock. I set the damage too high for 3 spells. But I made the Chilling Blast to a self-cast. So really cool. Alright, so that's it for this week. And I'm probably gonna be done Let's see, spell system notes. I'm probably going to be done for now with the spell system because I've already done all these steps that you list here. I still have to do a few more, but I think for next week I'm going to be working on my melee combat and improving that, because right now it's definitely better than it was, the melee combat, but it's not to where I want it to be, even for like an alpha test. I know it's not going to be perfect for the test, but I'd rather it be better than just the swing of each. I also have the blade spin, which is cool, but this guy's like skating over here. So this is all I have now. It's just swinging and damage, which is good, but I'd rather have some more effects, collision effects, and obviously add sound and different particle effects. I already have the flinch, which is pretty cool. So you hit the enemy, flinches backwards. But these are my notes so far: flinch, strafe, dodge roll, sword trail effects. So next week I'll be planning out what makes a good melee combat system, and I'll be working on that step by step. But overall, really happy with the spell system. And again, if you guys have questions on how I did it, I can make another video. So thanks for watching, and feel free to join the Discord.